Welcome to the Topaz Digital Signage Tutorials. In this video, we will show you how to do an initial setup of your Topaz SL screen and configure the Wi-Fi settings. Once you've powered on your screen, we can make some initial changes to the setup. If the screen is displaying the default content, press Stop to return to the home screen. Depending on how you have your screen positioned, you may need to change the screen layout, either horizontal or vertical. Press Setup on the remote to access the main menu. From the main menu, select Screen Mode, and using the Play button, select the appropriate layout. You will need to select Save and Reboot if you made any changes. Now we can go ahead and configure the Wi-Fi settings. You may have noticed that the screen initially tried to connect to a network but failed. This is normal and why we must configure it now. If not already, bring up the main menu using the Setup button. Use the down arrow to highlight Network Settings and press Play. Most of these settings are already configured for you, including the MAC address and server settings. The IP address option is set to DHCP by default. However, if your internet connection is subject to strict security settings or a firewall that only allows devices with authorized IP addresses to access the internet, you may need to input these settings into the Stable IP section. Here, you will need to input your IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server. Once updated, select Save and then Exit. Now, select Network Type. By default, LAN is selected. If your screen is connected directly to your network with an Ethernet cable, no changes need to be made. Otherwise, select Wi-Fi and hit Play. Now we need to select Save and Reboot, and hit Play to allow the changes we made to take effect. If you selected Wi-Fi as your network type, we need to configure the wireless settings once your screen is powered back on. Now that the screen is back on, enter the main menu using the Setup button. Move down and highlight Wireless Network Settings and press Play to confirm. When you open this menu, you should, after a few seconds, see a list of available Wi-Fi networks. Navigate to yours and press Play on the remote control. You will now be asked to enter your Wi-Fi network password. Press Play to bring up the on-screen keyboard. If your password contains numbers, you can access the number keypad by highlighting 123 and pressing Play. Once you've entered your password, highlight the Enter key and press Play. Now select Connect and press Play. The status will read Connecting, and once connected will change to Has Connected. You can now exit. Move down one selection and select Save and Reboot. Once your screen is restarted, use the Setup button to access the main menu once again. We will now turn off the clock overlay that will appear during playback. This clock setting is not needed since one may be configured for playback as shown in the template tutorial. Press the Play button to select System Settings. Move down one selection to Clock Display and press Play. Select Off and press Play again. Navigate down and return to the main menu. Next, we will update the date and time to reflect your local area. Once on the main menu, navigate to Date and Time and press Play. Use the right navigation arrow to move past the year, month, day, hour, and minute. Move down to Time Zone. Press Play to bring up a list of time zones. If you are unaware of your local time zone in relation to Greenwich Mean Time, a link has been provided in the notes section below the video. Use the navigation arrows to select your time zone and press Play to confirm. Now that your screen is connected to a network, we can use the NTP Right Now feature. Move down and select it. This will synchronize your time with the network. Once complete, move down and return to the main menu. Now that we've returned to the main menu, navigate up to Network Settings and press Play. Once again, scroll down to Save and Reboot. Your settings are now saved and will automatically connect each time your screen is powered up. Your screen is now ready to be updated using the CMS software as outlined in the template and playlist tutorials. Thanks for watching, and check out the other instructional videos for more tips.